Hello all, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be talking about the second half of my week number 34 of 2024. Was that right? Was that the right number? Week number 34? Am I right? Let me check. Yes. So just to clarify, that is Thursday the 15th of August all the way. No. That's wrong. Thursday the 22nd to Sunday the 25th. Right, so, again, no notes, but I've got my sleep and food and activity log, which I have, which might be able to jog my memory here, so let's have a look. Okay, so Thursday, I remember. So on the Wednesday night, I got back very late from that little date that I had, and yeah, the trains fucked me so bad, fuck's sake, and yeah, I managed to wake up at what was that? Let me see. Oh no, wait, that was yeah. I woke up at 9 o'clock, which is not good. That's enough time to make the pro training class around 11, but I couldn't go to the wrestling. So I had my porridge, I had my Nutella, and I went to training. But my sleep and my food allowed me to have pretty good energy. Also, the fact that I didn't just do the wrestling class meant I had pretty good energy also. And yeah, it felt good. Felt like I was rolling good. I got my performance in rolling here as a 9 out of 10. I felt pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good session. And it was actually 2 hours long. So I felt like the journey was worth it and I was happy. I didn't do the coffee after training today. I think I'm only going to do coffee after training once a week now because, shit guys, my pockets are getting light. And they're not actually getting light. I could have coffee. I could probably have coffees after training every day. Until you know, the police say they take 6 months. I could probably do that for 6 months until I got into the police, if I got into the police, that is. But I just don't like seeing my bank account shrinking so much. And I'm not close to zero, but I don't want to go below a certain amount. So, and I just hate seeing it go down. It hasn't gone up in months. I fucking hate it. Hopefully, well actually no, it won't. Fuck. I was going to say by the time my next statement comes in, my bank statement will gone up, but I'm getting so much fucking ball ache with my car, it probably won't. But let's fucking work hard, boys. Let's do it. You know, we got the restaurant going, we got the PT going. You know, oh yeah, the PT's in cash, so I haven't even got that on the bank statement. But still, it's not enough to push it into a green month. But got some exciting stuff brewing, so it's all right. Life's good, really, but the numbers on the bank account are going down, which is bad. So we need to fix that. We need to plug the holes. And yeah, so class was good. Didn't go to coffee afterwards, and got home. Had 4 eggs, 2 slices of bread. And what did I do? I feel like I had loads to do on the Thursday when I got back. Oh yeah, of course. I had to sort the fucking car. So after my eggs and 2 slices of bread or toast, I walked to the fucking garage. I said, "Hello, I'm here to pick my car up." They said, "Yeah, here you go." Gave them my certificate for, not certificate actually, the piece of paper that says refusal to give certificate because of these bullet points, failure. Yeah, I picked up that piece of paper which told me why I failed the MOT, meaning my car can no longer be insured to drive on the road, which is really fun. And yeah, so got that, went home and thought about what to do. The lady basically explained to me that the horn isn't working, which, I mean, amongst some other things, the repairs maybe amounted to maybe £200, not including the horn. And the horn could be a simple £50 fix, or it could be a £400 fix, depending on what is broken inside the car involving the horn and the steering wheel, etc. And if it's a £400 fix plus the £200 for the other smaller things, it's not worth fixing because the car's only worth like £300. With £600 to fix the car, I could spend the £600 and the engine might blow up in a few months and wasted money. So it's it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but what I've now done. I didn't come up on Thursday. I didn't come up with a conclusion, but I was looking at other cars, other like monthly payments. But it's just not something it's not a good idea to sign myself up to those monthly payments. But then I thought, look, it's simple. As I said this over a month ago. I said that I wanted to sign myself up to a monthly payment to push myself to earn more money, which is a decent idea. Financially, it's a bad idea, but it could be a good idea because it will make me make more money. Some of my friends agree, some of my friends disagree. But it's like, if I want to do these trips, like if I want to go to America at the end of the year to train, if I want to go abroad to some competitions, it's just not a good idea. Because I'll be missing out on all those experiences, and then before I know it, I'll be a police officer. If life puts me in that if I put myself in that direction, I'm not a fucking leaf that blows with the wind, for fuck's sake. If I end up in the police, that'll be the last time I can just go travelling whenever I want for a long time, likely. So it's like, do I want to tie myself in a car payment now? No, it's not. It's just not a good idea. So I don't think I'm going to do that. If I do buy another car, if this car turns out to be this is what I was thinking on Thursday, and this is probably what I'm going to stick with. Let me sip my tea. If I do decide to get a new car, I'll just pay in cash all at once for another shit car, maybe like £2,000 at maximum, and then maybe replace the cam belt or something in a few months and sell the motherfucker for around the same I bought it for. That's the plan. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about all on Thursday. After my coffee, I had to ride my bike to my client's house, did a personal training session at his house. He's loving the new app. He's fucking really getting into it. And yeah, it's all good. We're loving it. Said see you later, rode back, had spaghetti bolognese and cookies. So yeah, I sort of fell off the strict dish kind of diet in the second half of the week, to be honest. Actually, no, Friday was good. But yeah, we'll see what I weigh tomorrow morning after my shit. But yeah, I haven't been great, to be honest. I need to be a little bit better. But yeah, so my sleep's been pretty good this week. If I added up my total sleep, this is probably the most I've had by far. For the first time in the last God knows how long, but I mean, in the first time I can at least say the last 3 weeks since I've started recording my sleep and food and training. The first time I slept before midnight was this week. How exciting! So yeah, that wasn't on Thursday though. Not sure what I did on Thursday evening. Probably looking at more cars, maybe some more crypto stuff. I've been looking at crypto again. I realised I was really into crypto like 3 weeks ago when I went up to Wolverhampton, and then I just didn't even realise I stopped looking at it. I don't know. I'm really bad like that. So yeah, Friday, and I got into bed at 12:30. It's not great. I think I was looking at crypto or something. Got out of bed at 7:30 on Friday morning. Had my porridge, Nutella and coffee. Got to the open mat at Jiu-Jitsu. My energy was like 7 out of 10, but I wasn't tired. I was just stiff. So I got a little bit better as the rounds went on. Also very frustrating how busy it was. And but I started slow and I had some pretty decent rounds in the end and felt good. I remember this bloody lady, right? I mentioned her before. How much it annoys me when there's an attractive lady in a gym environment like this, and all of your training mates, well, not all, because they're not, luckily not my mates are simping, but I know it's rich for me to talk about simping guys for my recent behaviour, but it pisses me off when you see these dudes like laying next to her, like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, let's scroll Instagram together whilst everyone's training. So fuck off, bro. Stop giving her attention. You know, and maybe it's just because I'm a handsome guy, but I refuse to fall in line and give her attention like all these other motherfuckers. And I can feel that she's hungry for it. She's like, that guy's not giving me attention. And she's coming over to me now. She's asking me, I don't know why, but like her sort of humour is like to bully other people. And there's this other dude. He's a chill guy. He's got long hair, and I think it quite suits him. And she goes up to him, and she's like, "You should cut your hair. You look dirty or something." She's fucking well rude, man. And then I'm washing my gum shield. I'm in like earshot of this conversation. And then she walks over to me and she goes, "Hey, hey, hey, tell him he needs to cut his hair. He looks homeless." And I looked at him. I was like, his hair actually looks quite nice. I'm gonna grow my hair like that. And she said to me, "Oh, you'd look good if you grow out your hair. But he looks shit." I was like, wow, that's just rude. I looked at the guy. He was like, whatever, girl. But yeah, I was like, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna jump on this guy with you like, oh yeah, fuck you. Your hair looks ugly. Because first of all, it doesn't. Guy's a handsome motherfucker. Second of all, fuck you, man. Just insulting this guy out of nowhere, trying to make me laugh about it. It's not how I roll. No matter how hot you are, because she is pretty hot, to be honest. But yeah, weird approach. She grew up in a completely different part of the world to us, so must just be how they roll over there. Let me finish the tea. Wash it down with some water. Can't leave that tea in your mouth. It's bad for your teeth. Yes, that's a bit weird. Earlier in the week, sorry, those drinking noises are probably pretty weird. Earlier in the week, I organised to have lunch with my friend on Friday. It's something we've sort of semi-routinely been doing since I got back from the country, because I was voice noting this guy when I was away, and he could just tell that I was fucking like a sad boy. He was like, "Yo, I need to have a conversation with you on the weekly, and yeah, we need to like get you better." And I was like, "I appreciate you, bro." So we had pretty regular conversations. Eventually, I mean, I've become really, really busy with training and work, so I haven't been able to have those exactly weekly on Friday. He's been busy also. He's been abroad, and such. And I just wanted to see him. I didn't feel like I needed to see him again to cry about anything, but I just wanted to see him again. I wanted to catch up about some stuff from his travels, and I wanted to talk to him. And we ended up having a fucking really interesting conversation about lots of different topics. It was a really, I don't know, I was just like, it was just one of those moments when the conversation was just fucking slapping. And I was like, yo, like, this is, you don't get convos like that often. It's like, this convo bangs. I guess that's it. When you have a convo like that with an attractive woman on that level of flow and enjoyment, that's when you find love. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, but most of the time it's with other dudes for me. So just like, yo, we're really good friends. But if you have that with a girl you're attracted to, I guess that's it. That's checkmate. But yeah, it was just with my mate. I say just with my mate. He's one of my best mates, and my mate might even say mentor. But yeah, he made a steak. He's actually a pretty good cook as well. Steak with rice, something in the rice as well. I couldn't even tell you what was in the rice. And bread is very nice. And yeah, we spoke about life, his life, my life, lots of our pasts. I mean, he's a bit older than me, so he was talking about a situation that's sort of similar to mine regarding this girl. And yeah, he's very doubtful about like all these little things inside the story. He's not saying that I'm a liar or anything, but he's saying that what I've been told is a lie, even though I know she lied. Oh my god, how the fuck am I going to explain this? Basically, he like expects the worst out of every single character in the story. Like, to the point where I'm like, what the fuck? Are you sure, bro? I don't even want to name any of them, but I'm like, mate, I think that's a bit much. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised at anything anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I know I've said I don't want to talk about it anymore, like at all. I'm saying that after I complete my complete recap of my travels on these sort of video journals, which I'm doing separately apart from my. Well, I'm doing this separately from my week-to-week journals. I'm doing my travel stories whenever I can find the time to record them. Whenever I've completed the travel like series, I think I'm gonna never talk about it again. Maybe some very odd exceptions if I absolutely need to, but I think it would just be nice to say, look, fuck this. I heard a very nice phrase of it. Obviously, people say talk about your problems, but one guy said no, don't talk about your problems because you just like reinforce the problems. It's the same way when you talk about how grateful you are for your friends and family and what you have in life, how like that feels good. When you talk about your problems, you like reinforce them. It feels bad. And that logic does actually make sense if you think about it. So it sort of contradicts people's stereotypical advice to talk about your problems. Obviously, you need to communicate some problems to resolve them with other people. But when it comes to something like mine, all I'm doing is really telling a story and asking for pity and a pat on the back, and that's it. So there's not really anything productive that can be done when I talk about my situation. Nobody can really do anything. It's happened. So yeah, in my situation, in my kind of problem, there's no point really talking about it. And I won't even say that I get a sense of relief anymore. I don't think I ever did. I just get, every time I have a conversation about it, I just feel more sad for that like window of time after the conversation. So what is the fucking point of talking about it, really? So yeah, maybe after doing these video journals, I'll do the one about the travelling, conclude that story, and then fucking not talk about it again. Because I guess it's about moving on. So I'll try that for a bit and see if I can't contain myself, which I'm sure won't be the case. But that's the only downside I can see. But yeah. Anyway, got back on the way back. On the way back from my friend's house, I was calling some mechanics. On the way to my friend's house, from training to my friend's house before we had the meal, before I met him, I was calling. I called like 7 mechanics. I had 7 mechanics numbers I needed to call. Called them all. Only one of them picked up. So, guys, if you have a mechanics, make sure you got decent customer service, and you'll be better than almost. You'll be the top 10% almost. Anyway, guy answered. He quoted some of the parts a little bit lower than I already expected, which is a good sign. And he asked me to come at 10:15 on Saturday. And obviously this call was on Friday, so I was like, great. Unfortunately, that means I can't go training, which is a little bit gay. But yeah, I was actually supposed to be working on Friday, but after failing my MOT on Wednesday, I told my boss, I was like, yo, can't work because I don't have the car, sorry. She was like, no problem, cancel my shift. Unlucky. I posted in the group chat if I could have a lift for the Sunday, and somebody actually replied. Lovely lady, actually happens to have the same surname as me, but not related. And yeah, so on the Friday, went home, went on a dog walk, lovely little dog walk, had 5 bowls of Cheerios, 5 bowls, nice. And then I wanted to try and learn some crypto, specifically about meme coins, because I've seen people making insane gains on it. And then I sat down, I was doing little bits of videos, and then I sat down at 9 p.m, and I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna look at meme coins for a full hour. That's quite a lot for me, like to do a full focused hour instead of like jitting on Instagram and all that shit. So unfortunately, I made myself focus for, I tried to make myself focus for a full hour. I somehow fell asleep at 9:30 and didn't wake up until 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5 in the morning and then decided just to brush my teeth, go back to sleep again. When I woke up at fucking 8, which is what, 11 and a half hours of sleep or some shit. My goodness. So that was a lot of sleep. Had my porridge with Nutella and coffee. And went down to the garage, drove down to the garage, dropped off the car, and said, here you are, motherfucker. I didn't. The guy on the phone was a little bit older, and he's a little bit of a character. I walked in, told him my name, which is a pretty common name. It's not that funny. It's pretty common, actually. If you try and find me on Facebook, there'll be literally hundreds of people with my name. And then he was like, I bet you get a lot of stick for that name. I was like, what? It's not even a funny name. I just laughed, like, yeah, yeah, funny name. Didn't want to make him feel bad. But, yeah, old guy, obviously knew his stuff. Explained everything to him again on the phone, reminded me that I was the guy he called. Parked the car. It was raining a little bit, but very lightly. Sort of a nostalgic kind of sprinkle of rain. And, yeah, this week I've been listening to a lot of rock music. Like the Trend Twins Anabolic playlist. Actually bangs. Listening to that whilst walking. I had like a 40-minute walk to my nan's house. It was pretty spontaneous. I originally asked the guy if like there was a time he had, like how long it would take. He said he couldn't give me a time, so I just walked to my nan's house. I was originally gonna call my dad to drive me back home, but I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna walk to my nan's. So walked there, had a little chat. She ranted about my cousin for about 20 minutes, and then afterwards she was like, oh, I shouldn't have mentioned her. And I was like, mentioned her? You just fucking gave me a giant monologue. You did more than mentioned her, bloody crazy woman. But yeah, afterwards she drove me home. What did I do then? Drove me home. Oh yeah, I looked into more crypto, trying to learn about the checks that you should undertake before going onto a meme coin. And yeah, I looked at some of the checks and the systems. I need to write down my own sort of manual to-do list before buying something. I had 2 salmon fillets in the fridge that my dad's girlfriend kindly bought for me while she was shopping, and they're about to go out of date, so I had to cook them with egg fried rice, 2 eggs. It was beautiful. I love salmon and fried rice. Egg fried rice is amazing. I had that. I also had cookies with tea. Did some more crypto stuff. Did a little bit of cheeky gaming as well. A little bit of Insurgency Sandstorm. Love it. And then around 4 o'clock, my sister picked me up, and I agreed to go to my dad's ex-wife for dinner. And she made some pad thai. And again, my dad's ex-wife, I made a video about this. She was in one of my, a few weeks ago now. When I've had my first day back 2 months ago, when we landed back from travelling, I went travelling with my sister and her boyfriend, as well as this other girl. And well, I was very, very sad. She was very nice to talk to, and she provided a lot of comfort, emotional comfort, all that shit. And I really appreciate her for that. And then she made the comment. She's like, "Now you better not fuck off and never see me again." And I was like, "Oh." I mean, to be honest, there wasn't much of a reason to keep visiting her. Now I felt better than I immediately. I mean, not completely better, but you know, and I'm a lot better than I was when I first landed. And she said that, I was like, shit. She's right. It's kind of out of order if I never visit her again. At the same time, I'm like, oh shit, it's a bit weird though. I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep visiting her. She's chill. Fuck it. So yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've seen her. So I said, let's see her again. Let's see her again. So I said, yeah. I said to my sister, let's make something happen. She's like, yeah, we'll have dinner with her on Saturday. So that was today. She made some pad thai for us. And she kept saying, oh yeah, it's going to be shit, guys. Sorry, it's going to be shit. I was like, hey, what the fuck? Have some confidence in your cooking. I'm sure it's going to be lovely. It smells amazing. And it was quite nice. I never eat pad thai, ever. I don't think I've ever eaten it. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. And it was great. Some rice, some chicken sauce, some like oyster sauce as well with the broccoli and stuff. It was nice. Not a problem at all. Had that, lots of long conversations. My sister and her boyfriend actually drove out to the shops to go and get some stuff, leaving just me and her alone. And she had some like more direct questions regarding me and this other girl. And yeah, I mean, again, it wasn't really a productive talk, but I don't know. Talking about it releases some fucking chemical in my brain that's just sort of, I don't know if relief is the right word, but it does feel in a weird way good. I don't know how to properly explain it. But then it follows, and then immediately following that, when I leave, it feels bad because it's fresh in my mind again. I'm thinking about it all again. It turns out this girl actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I edited her out the picture in my Instagram posts. I mean, I cropped her out of most of them, but there's one that I really liked. And also we spent like 3 fucking days in this jungle and we had this picture. I'm like, I have to use this picture. I earned this picture, but this fucking hoe is in it and I can't really crop her out because she's in with it, all of us. So I have this like this dude that helps me out with stuff. He's from Pakistan, and he's always, I pay him monthly to like help me with the like computer stuff. Back before I left, I was like, yo, can you Photoshop this girl out? And he's like, yeah, no problem. And he did it. It looks great. You would never know. I'm looking at it now actually, and yeah. And she messaged my sister saying, I'm sorry, but this is so funny. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. With this, she linked my post and then also the real picture next to it, so she knows that I edited her out. But that means, because she's unfollowed me since I posted that, so that means she's checking my account, right? Okay, boys, she's checking my account. She flicked through all, because it's not the first picture. She flicked through about fucking 7 pictures. She looked closely enough to realise that I fucking edited it out. You know, fucking hell. You know, these girls, what are you doing? Piss off. I noticed as well when I went to send my sister just some meme or something. When I typed in her name, the group chat came up that we made for the travelling, and it says my sister's Instagram, her boyfriend, and then Instagram user. So that means this girl has blocked me now, as well as unfollowing me, removing me as a follower. She's now blocked me, which is I don't know why she's done that. You know, she first removed me as a follower. Then she took a few weeks. She was still looking at my page, and then she removed me as a follower, and then she blocked me. So I'm like, it's interesting how you're upset at me. Well, actually, it's pretty obvious. Like, she thinks that I basically got her fired, but I didn't. Some other dude she was fucking snitching her, but she thought it was me. But anyway, there's no need to go about that. But yeah, so we were talking about all that shit when I was having dinner with my dad's ex-wife. And yeah, just lots of conversations were had. My sister's brother came down. He's a little bit autistic, so it was sort of hard to have a conversation with him because he wasn't comfortable with me. I was new in the house to him. But yeah, he was chill. He likes what he likes, and which is reptiles, and I don't really go with near that shit. But yeah, cool guy. And then, oh yeah, also my dad's ex-wife is actually a very spiritual lady, and she had all of these cards, like spiritual cards. You're supposed to ask a question, shuffle the cards, and then pick a card up. So I said, I can't think of one. So I thought, fuck it. I said, should I move country? I was shuffling the cards, and then as I was shuffling them, I actually dropped it. Oh no. Dropped the cards. I dropped 5 cards, and I thought, shit, what am I going to do? And they said, wait, put the cards you have in your hand back on the table, pick up the 5 cards in order. So I picked them up. I took a picture. I'm looking at the picture now. I picked these cards up in order. And bear in mind, guys, my question was, should I move country? The cards read, get more information, take action, you're ready, perfect timing, and peaceful resolution. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of creepy. Fuck, this shit might be real. So I suppose I followed the cards, and my sister believes in it too. So my sister was like, oh no, now my brother's gonna move country. And she was like serious, almost in tears. I was like, guys, chill out. The fuck? Some like a Ouija cards or some motherfucker, spiritual stuff. It was crazy. But it was actually a fucking crazy coincidence. Maybe the spiritual stuff is real, guys. But yeah, it was a bit creepy, not gonna lie. So yeah, got home, drove back. I mean, my sister drove us because obviously my car's in a fucking garage. But yeah, drove us, and yeah, I felt good, you know, felt socialised. It's important to be around people, and I really am grateful for how many people will actually give me the time. You know, I'm not entitled to no one's time or energy, and I'm lucky to have the amount of people that want me to tell them about my shit and want me to eat with them and invite me to eat with them. I'm very blessed for that. So yeah, after I got dropped home, got on my bike, went and got some peanut M&Ms because I fucking wanted them. And yeah, I had the M&Ms, watched some YouTube and shit, I think I did a little bit of gaming, don't remember. And then I think I did a little bit more crypto stuff and went to sleep. I was in bed by midnight and I went to sleep by around 1. No, by around half 12. Woke up at around 7:30, rolled out of bed at 8ish, got to my friend's house by around, this is Sunday today, got to my friend's house by around 8:15 and went to go and do leg day on my new app that I've had for a week now. And yeah, we did leg day. Didn't have time to finish the workout though, and I sort of edited my workouts a bit. I didn't really like the walking lunging, so I switched it out for deadlifts. But yeah, I don't know. I think I need to just man up and do a squat with a barbell, because I thought my knees felt weird. My knees have felt a lot better the last week or two, so maybe it's time to grow some balls, because I'm doing all the workouts on there, basically all of them that don't include squats. Start with hip thrusts, they felt good. Then usually I'd have the walking lunges, but I replaced that workout for regular deadlifts, and then I have stiff leg deadlifts for the hamstrings. And I felt like my back was arched, so I recorded myself. My back was perfectly straight, so they actually need to have more confidence in it, and it felt good, felt alright. And yeah, did a pretty decent weight, and then afterwards there was some arm workouts, but they were secondary, and unfortunately didn't have time to do those, even though I really wanted to, especially when I found out the correct way to do like a shorter barbell overhead tricep extension. It feels amazing. I really wish I had more time to do that, but then had to leave because someone was picking me up today from work, so I couldn't fuck around. Had a coffee with my friend at Costa, chatted about life. Nothing really too deep, just kept it playful and fun. Had 4 boiled eggs, 2 slices of toast, again, boom, necked it. Got changed, shaved my fucking bum fluff face hair, and yeah, this lady picked me up at around 11ish, lovely lady, and drove. I was a little worried, like, what the fuck am I going to talk about for 40 minutes? It's about a 40-minute car journey, but bloody hell, she found something to talk about, let me tell you. She was talking the whole way, but I didn't mind it, lovely lady. We actually went to the same school, but at different times, because she's like, her oldest son is 15 years old, so she's a little bit older than me, and yeah, I went to the same school. We remember a lot of the same teachers that stayed there for many years. And yeah, lovely lady, went to work. Had a pretty good shift. You know, started at 12, did my things, and ended up leaving at like fucking 20 past 8. It was fucking chill. It was lovely. I never leave that early. Life is good when you leave that early. It's fucking fantastic. But yeah, my legs feel pretty good right now. I'm feeling them right now in this chair. I feel good. I want to go back and do it again. I feel like I didn't really get I didn't get the most out of the gym today, but I still feel good. I look good in the mirror. I look big in the mirror in a good way. Not because I looked big last week, but I look fat. Not fat, just puffed. But I look good now. I look fucking jacked. But it's too heavy. I've got a competition. Yeah, it was. Yes, today was interesting. Not really interesting. Don't know why I used that word. But yeah, had picked at food a little bit. Got lucky with some chicken legs, you know, bits of lamb. At one point, one of the ladies that had the outside went for a massive break, so I was taking charge of the outside. And I fucked up a little bit. I was too slow because I was looking into the distance, and then I was like, oh shit, this is actually my responsibility now. And then I sort of saved the day a little bit. Had a little banter with the guys. Like, sorry, I forgot to put that through. It's free. And they're like, oh, funny. And then yeah, apparently like the manager was having a fucking mental breakdown before we all came in. So the head baker, she's super nice to me, the head baker. She was like, you need to make sure you're on your best behaviour. And I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, just be on your best behaviour. And then I found out that this lady, the manager, was like I think she was like in tears before we got into work. But yeah, I think the owner has like overbooked the fuck out of us. I think we literally don't have enough food for the customers, which is hilarious. But yeah, it's not my problem. But I'm coming in tomorrow again. It's Bank Holiday Monday, or as I like to call it, Wank Holiday Monday. And yeah, it's it's fucking stupid. But yeah, I mean, I've got no car still, so the lovely lady that drove me into work today, unfortunately, isn't working tomorrow. She's going on holiday. Hope she has a lovely time. But there's this crazy guy from Mozambique that works in the restaurant with us, and he's going to give me a lift. And I can't wait for the conversation in that car. He's absolutely crazy. We might get breakfast together too. It's going to be a fun drive. I can't wait for that. But yeah, that was the day. I had a lovely roast, but I forgot to bring it back, which is fucking annoying. But luckily, as I'm in tomorrow, I texted the lady in the kitchen. I said, hi, please don't throw it away. Give it to somebody if they forgot, or please put it in the fridge. Thank you so much. So yeah, got in the house at 9, which is so early. I never get back at 9. Never. Got back, made some spaghetti bolognese, or heated it up more like, because I didn't bring my fucking roast. Had some cookies, had some tea, watched a bit of YouTube. Now I'm doing this recap of the week. But yeah, that's it. I don't think I did a weekly goal or a bi-weekly goal last week, so I apologise myself. But here is the goal now. The bi-weekly goal, by Wednesday, I want to have traded at least one meme coin. That's it. Do my research, trade. That's all I want for next Wednesday. That's it. Thank you. Have a successful next half week.